What's going on, guys? I see two people in here already. So thank you for stopping in. This is my first, not my first live chat, but my first standalone one, and I thought it'd be fitting to have a Q&A. So we'll get started in just a little bit. I see three people in here. Hello, how are y'all doing? Thank you all for stopping in. What's up, Eva Fancy? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. Great to hear. Great to hear. But yes, Q&A tonight. Looking forward to it. I thought this would be a perfect way to kind of start a solo live chat was talking with you guys. And if you guys have questions, please feel free to ask some questions. Let's talk movies. Have you watched Fear Street? Yes, I have. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. Um, I can't wait for 1978. I think that quite possibly might be the best one, but yeah, overall, I really enjoyed 1994. Um, had some pretty cool kills. What's going on, Art? How are you doing? My week's been great. How's your week been? Thank you for stopping in. We're just talking about Fear Street right now, and yeah, Fear Street, great movie. What's going on? Oh, it's Rudy. How are you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. But if you haven't seen Fear Street yet, Eva Fancy, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. Did you read Goosebumps or no? Did you read Fear Street or Goosebumps books as a kid? I read Goosebumps, but I knew of Fear Street. So yeah, Fear Street, Goosebumps for me, but I knew about Fear Street. I thought they always had like really cool covers on the Fear Street novels. So really cool. Yeah, this week's definitely flown by fast, Art. I agree with that. I agree. Definitely agree. Definitely agree. But what did you guys read? Did you guys read Fear Street or Goosebumps more as a kid? For me, it was Goosebumps, but then it was watching the TV show as well because I remember when the Haunted Mask appeared and absolutely loved it. Loved it. But yeah, let's see. I love Goosebumps. Sappy was my favorite villain. Mine too. Loved Sappy. Sappy was a great villain. Yes, I love the Haunted Mask. Love the Haunted Mask. Carly Beth. That freaked me out as a kid. That was a that was creepy as a kid. They don't make TV shows like that like that anymore. I feel like Nickelodeon and Disney, um, especially Nickelodeon, you had like Goosebumps, you had Are You Afraid of the Dark. They just don't make those TV shows like they used to anymore. You read Fear Street before Goosebumps. Very cool. Very cool. I might start digging into Fear Street more often and check out that, read more of those. Haunted Mask was my favorite episode of the TV series. I was disappointed in Sloppy's look in the original series. I thought Sloppy creeped me out as a kid, though. Those were just creepy episodes. What's going on, Charming Love Hound? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping in. I had several of the VHS tapes. A Night in Terror Tower had such an atmosphere. I agree. I remember Night in Terror Tower. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Love that one. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Hold on, guys. Be right with you. There we go. But yeah, Nine Terror Tower. What was the one? And if any of you guys can tell me, let me know. But what was that one where um, it dealt with a swamp and a werewolf? That's all I remember from it. But that was good. I remember liking that one. Was that Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark? What's going on, Jill? Jill is in the house. How are you doing, Jill? Good to see you too. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, Jill. I love you all. You guys are amazing. What was your costume the last time you dressed up for Halloween? Um, the last time I dressed up for Halloween, I would say, oh, and thank you, Charming Lovehood. Werewolf in Beaver Swamp. There we go. Thank you. My last costume, I was like a masked character because I went to a Halloween party. But as a kid, for some reason, I was always a vampire. Like I always dressed up as a vampire when I went out trick or treating. So, but yeah, the last costume was I went to a Halloween party and I had like a crow mask, and um, I think that was pretty much all I had. Almost kind of like a masquerade type thing. Let's see. OMG. Art says, OMG, I remember the Goosebumps book with the scary mud monsters on the front cover. I remember that too. I remember that one. I definitely do. One of my favorite Fear Streets was Silent Night. It creeped me out. See, I remember that cover, Rudy. I just never read the book, but I do remember that cover. Ronan, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Finally got to get in one of these live streams. I always love watching those playbacks with you and Nick. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ronan. Thank you for your support. Speaking of which, real quick, Nick is in the house. Let's see. What's going on, Nick? What is up, my awesome buddy, my friend? How are you doing? How are you doing, bud? Guys, if you guys haven't checked out Nick's channel yet, I'm going to put it down in the description, but I'm pretty sure you guys know who Nick is. But if you don't, go check out his channel, Lost River Drive-In. We always do our Haddonfield High alumni chats on Mondays. We're having one this Sunday, I believe 6:30 though, instead of Monday. So definitely check that out. Love Nick. Awesome. Thank you, Nick, for stopping in. Got some questions. Let's go through these real quick. Would you rather dance or do karaoke? I'd rather dance, Art. I don't have rhythm, I don't think, but you know, I'd rather dance. Give me a good song and I'll dance. Not tonight, but I will dance. I will dance. Let's see. Let's see. We'll go through these. Jill, let's see. Do you remember Are You Afraid of the Dark, the TV show? I love that and Goosebumps growing up. I was just talking about that, Jill. I absolutely loved Are You Afraid of the Dark, but it scared me as a kid. I don't think they make TV shows like that anymore on Nickelodeon, but that one definitely freaked me out as a kid, but I loved it. Absolutely loved it. The one that always got me, there was a lot of them, but the one that I remember the most was the one with the three witches in the woods. And like you had the two campers, they went into the woods, and you had the creature guy that was in the tree. That one freaked me out as a kid. And then the vampire in the hospital. What is going on? How are you doing tonight? And I don't want to mispronounce your YouTube name, so Ms. Kayla, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, so I apologize. But thank you for stopping in. Sometimes I'm bad with names. What's your favorite horror movie box set? Well, I would say the Halloween Deluxe Edition box set I absolutely love. But if I had to choose another box set, like I would honestly say I really love, and this is a tough one, but I really love the Scarlet box set from Arrow, the first Hellraiser movies, first three Hellraiser movies. Absolutely love it. So thank you for the question. All right, let's go. Art. Did you read the Clue novels as a kid? I didn't even know that existed, Art. So no, I did not. I did not. Those are really good, cheesy fun. Awesome. I'll have to look those up. I don't think I did. I might have seen the covers. I just can't remember them. So got some love for Nick in here. Thank you, Nick, for stopping in, buddy. Let's see. And I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Nick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing great, bud. How are you doing today? Oh, you're doing well. I just read the comment again. Sorry about that. Um, but yeah, I'm doing great, buddy. Thank you for coming in. Let's see. Let's see. Art says, I remember the Dollhouse episode. That one sounds familiar. That one does sound familiar. I wish they would release Are You Afraid of the Dark on like DVD or Blu-ray. I think they have an out of print DVD box set. Let's see. Art says, and hello. What's going on, bud? How are you doing? How's it going, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. All right. Art, let's see. What's one of your favorite film soundtracks? Well, my go-to one is Halloween. There's so many good ones out there, but I think the one there's some that really stand out for me. I really love the first Terminator soundtrack because it has a lot of great songs in there. Um, and I love the Rocky 4 soundtrack. You can't go wrong with it. Love it. Let's see, Ronin. Saw you just watched. I still know we did last summer. I love that movie so much. It's a blast with a high body count and of course Jack Black. I agree. I love it. I think it's pretty underrated of a sequel. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. I rewatched it last night and I still love the movie 20 plus years later. So absolutely love it. I'm glad you love it too. So, and I always forget Jack Black is in that movie. It's not that he was bad in it, and you know he was good in the movie. He was fun, but I just forget that he was in that movie. So, does the new Jill? I believe it drops tomorrow. I do believe so. I think it's tomorrow, and then next week is 1666. I forgot tomorrow's Friday. That's crazy. Tomorrow is Friday. Let's see. Art, love it. Love it. Halloween and Rocky Horror. Rocky, yes. I love Rocky Horror. Absolutely love it. Love, love, love that soundtrack. Jill, what's your favorite Final Destination movie? Um, and thank you, my buddy Cody's in here. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know, Cody. It does premiere tomorrow. Um, but yeah, my favorite Final Destination movie. It goes back and forth between 1 and 3. I love 1 because I just remember um, the memory of seeing it for the first time. I think it was on VHS, and I think either my mom bought the VHS or we rented it, but I loved it. And then Final Destination 3, I think that might be my go-to one. What's your favorite Final Destination, Jill? I would love to know. Anybody, if you guys like the Final Destination franchise, what is your favorite? Please let me know down in the comments. Let's see. Nick B. Have you ever seen the vampire movie Near Dark from the 80s? I have. It's one of my favorites. I loved that. Um, I was lucky enough to get that like $7 Walmart Blu-ray that came out uh, over 10 years ago. And now it's like long out of print, but they are releasing it on 4K, so I'm looking forward to that. Cannot wait. Looking forward to that. It's a great and underrated vampire movie, Near Dark. Absolutely. So yeah, I'll be picking up the 4K. Looking forward to it. Let's see. Ronan, I cannot wait for your 2000s horror talk with Nick. Hopefully, I can actually make one and you guys can talk about my favorite horror movie of all time, American Psycho. You know, we will be talking about the 2000s. So American Psycho is definitely um, huge. It was a huge part of the 2000s. So 2000s. Love American Psycho. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Let's see. Let's see, Nick. The Final Destination, just an absolute fantastic masterpiece, class of filmmaking. I love all the characters and the kill. Everything is great. Such a great movie. Yeah. That Final Destination, I was meant to see that movie, or I was meant to see this movie. That quote right there gets me. Let's see, Apollo. Hey, I bought the Scream Factory Halloween Blu-ray collection for over $100. What does this new set offer besides the comic book covers to justify double dipping? They're just going to be on 4K. I believe the first three are getting 4K. Kind of, they're being looked over by Dean Cundy, the director of photography. Hopefully, I said that right. Who did the first three Halloween movies? He was a part of those, and then 4 and 5, they're just getting 4K remasters. Um, so I don't know if they're getting anything new, like new. I hope that 4 and 5 they actually get uh, those documentaries that were in the deluxe box set. They were part of the bonus features because if you did not get the deluxe box set, the documentaries for Halloween 4 and 5 are awesome. So hopefully either the Blu-ray or 4K transfers over some of those bonus features just in case you haven't seen them. But nothing really new, just 4K transfers of the movies. So I still have to get those. Still have to get those. Oh, Rudy, Final Destination 1 is my favorite, but Final Destination 2 has that killer log scene. Yes. I will still today, if I'm driving by or if we're going by one of those log trucks, it still gets me. And I always think of Final Destination 2. Always, always. Let's see. It's a tough choice, but probably the original for me. Well, it's a tough choice, but probably the original for me. That plane crash scene wrecked me for flying. Yeah, I don't mind going on planes, but I remember for the longest time when I saw Final Destination Part One, I thought of planes with that movie. So every time I would go on a plane, that's what I thought of. You know, I actually think Final Destination 5 is pretty underrated. I really, really love that movie. Final Destination 5 was a creative franchise. I enjoy them all. Um, the only one I don't enjoy is Part 4. I mean, I don't think it's bad in a way where you can't watch it, but I'm not a big fan of that one, but I do love the rest. Like 1 through 3 and 5, I absolutely love. But hey, I respect anybody who has an opinion on a movie, and if you enjoy or love all of them, that's awesome, buddy. That is awesome. That's what creates like really good movie conversations is um you can, have different opinions, and those are the best conversations. So let's see. And Nick says Final Destination 1 is his favorite. I'm going to say 1 right now, but it always goes back and forth between 1 and 3. We need Gleaming the Cube on Blu-ray. Kenny, I've heard of that movie. I have not seen it. But yes, I'm down for anything 80s and 90s. Release it on Blu-ray. I'm going to always say True Lies in the Abyss. Where are they on Blu-ray? We need them on Blu-ray. But yes, anything 80s, 90s, release it on Blu-ray. Let's see. All right. Going through these questions, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Charming Love Hand. What are some movies you watched during the video store days simply because of the cover art? For me, Ghoulies and Jack Frost. So I loved Witchboard 1 and 2. They were big ones. Obviously, I have the Witchboard poster. Huge fan of that movie and Part 2. I love those. And you know what? Fright Night Part 2. The first movie had a great cover. But as a kid, that artwork, and again, I have the poster on this side, but the first movie's cover art scared me so much that I did not watch it for a while. But Fright Night Part 2, absolutely. Love it. Love it. Jill, I'm reading the comments right now. I am sending you love, Jill. I'm sending you love. And if you ever need to talk, definitely message me. You got some friends here. We love you. We love you. Nick, myself, a lot of people love you. So sending some love for you, Jill. Apollo, thank you for stopping in. Can anyone explain why Steve Miner put footage of Scream 2 in Halloween H2O? This makes no sense, being that Halloween and Michael Myers exist in the Scream universe. I originally, so I had a called a work print version, and ironically enough, it was the movie originally playing, which I thought this was kind of a nice wink, was So I Married an Axe Murderer with the actor Mike Myers. Michael Myers, Mike Myers. I thought that was pretty clever that they originally had that. And I think just because Scream and Halloween H2O came out from the same company, came out around the same time, they decided to put Scream in there. Let's see. Don't enjoy part 4. The iconic butt death pull scene will go down as one of the greatest in cinema history. Yes, it will. And I had a massive crush on the actor. I don't think he was a good guy in that movie, but I had a massive crush on that actor. But yes, there we go. That's an iconic moment from it, the pool butt scene. Let's see. Jill says, "Are you a fan of the Saw franchise, Justin? I don't think I've heard your thoughts." I am. So there's a video on my channel where I actually ranked all the Saw movies, including Spiral. So, but yes, I'm a huge fan. It was so much fun rewatching these movies. I had such a great time. Definitely some are better than others, but for me personally, that's a franchise where I don't find any of them to be bad. Like I can watch all those movies and have a good time with them. So, but yes, I'm a huge Saw franchise fan, Jill. Big fan of that. Big fan of that franchise. Nick B, I'm sorry, Nick B. Have you ever saw a weird Australian movie called Welcome to Whoop Whoop from the 90s? I have not. I have not seen that, but I will have to look that up. What's that? What is that one about? I will have to I'll have to look that up. Let's see. I began the series watching the first and the third. The third catches me more than the first. Yes. I think and you're talking about the Final Destination series. Three is my go-to one. So again, it's always a toss-up between that one and um the first one. I think those are the best. But I love Final Destination Part 2 and 5. Let's see. Love Saw. Art says, "Oh, I love Saw. Didn't see Spiral though. I'll have to wait for VOD. I think you'll really enjoy Spiral. I didn't love it, but I really enjoyed it, and I like that it went back to of um, the idea of the first couple movies, like the detective story. It didn't have a lot of traps or a lot of the huge traps, but it was great. It went back to an idea of a detective story. Let's see. Going through these, let's see. Jill, I love you. You know, again, reach out anytime, Jill. I think you're so awesome. I love you all. You guys are fantastic. I love doing these live chats. Huge shout out to my buddy Nick for getting me into this because if it wasn't for him and doing those live chats with him, I don't know if I would do these. So huge shout out to Nick. I love you, dude. Apollo, I adore the Halloween franchise, but strangely, I'm looking forward to Scream 5 more. I'm always gonna look forward to a Halloween movie a little bit more because I'm just a you said you adore the Halloween franchise. I I'm always gonna look forward to a Halloween movie. Um, so I'm excited for Halloween Kills, but I am so excited for Scream. I cannot wait for it, Apollo. Looking forward to it. Yes, Rudy, the pool guy in Final Destination 4 was a babe. He definitely was. Last Pentagramma says, last night I saw with my mom The Stepfather and Curtains. Yes. So did you see the original Stepfather? Because that's one of my favorites, and Curtains is a really good one too. Yes, definitely, Jill. Go check out that ranking. Hopefully you enjoy it. My opinions definitely changed over the years with those movies, but again, I enjoy them all. Apollo, any Dexter fans here? Thoughts on the reboot? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen all of Dexter. I saw the first season. It's not because I didn't like it. I need to go and rewatch it. So I will definitely go and rewatch that series because I'd be interested in seeing the reboot. And I like Michael C. Hall. I think he's a great actor. Some love for Dexter with Jill. So Jill, I will have to watch it. Guys, I will watch Dexter. That is going to be on my list of stuff to watch. Definitely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Season 4 is my favorite. I'm excited for the new season. Here, season 4 was definitely the best season. I love you, Nick. I love you too, buddy. You're awesome, Nick. Let's see. Let's go through these. Um, Suggestion to use a soundbar or home theater. I don't have a soundbar, so I would say it's more home theater like. I definitely hear like using a sound bar is really good. So maybe I'll invest in that. But I I'm gonna just say home theater right now. It's say 55-inch 4K TV. Just got some theater seats, so it's becoming a home theater, and I'm loving it. Ronan, thoughts on the Slumber Party Massacre remake? I love the original. Shout out to Slumber Party Massacre because I love it too. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what they do with it. It's pretty cool that Sci-Fi is releasing it, so you know it's gonna have some gore. So I'm looking forward to seeing it though. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. Cannot wait. Let's see. And Slumber Party Massacre 2 and 3, I love those as well. They're fun. They're fun. Awesome Pentagramma, the original Stepfather, is one of my favorites. Let's see. Arachnophobia or ticks art. I'm going to say ticks right now because I have not seen, I think I saw parts of Arachnophobia. I'm going to say ticks right now, but I have not seen that one in a long time either. So I actually bought Arachnophobia recently. So I'm going to watch both of them. I'm going to rewatch ticks and watch Arachnophobia. Maybe I'll do a review if you guys want to see them. What's going on? Brian and Coco. Brian Goes Blue and Coco too. Thank you all for stopping in. Got the House of Wax Collector's Edition this week. It's been a while since I've seen it. That is one of my favorite slasher movies. And of course, we got to talk about it during our 2000s horror movie talk with Nick on Sunday. I love that movie though. I'm glad more people are loving it now. One of my all-time favorites, and I ordered it. It should be coming in soon, so I'm looking forward to seeing the collector's edition. But thank you, Brian and Coco, for stopping in. I love your guys' channel. You guys are fantastic. And I will be picking up that collector's edition soon. So House of Wax is one of my all-time favorites. Did you guys ever find the Turbo Man doll? Because I know you guys were thinking of looking for that Turbo Man doll. So let me know if you found it at Walmart. Jill, let's see. Do you like The Birds and Rosemary's Baby? Two of my favorite older movies. I love both of those. I absolutely love them. I saw The Birds first when I was younger, and I thought it was really good back then. Love it now. It's a summertime movie. It feels like a summertime movie, so I need to revisit that. Just bought it on 4K. And Rosemary's Baby. Classic movie. I watch that. I try to watch that every October. I love it. Yes, Rudy, the new poster for Summer Party Massacre looks really good. I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to see the movie. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. Yes, Ronan, the Killer and Slumber Party Massacre Part 2. Love it. Love it. That movie was like so much fun. I thought they're all fun, but I really love part 2. Arachnophobia. Nick says Arachnophobia is one of the only films that still scares me to this day. My number one fear is spiders. My number one fear is snakes, but my second one is spiders. So I'm looking forward to rewatching. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've only seen parts of it. Paulo says, does it bother anyone else that Michael is being portrayed as a completely different entity in Halloween Kills? He wasn't a brutal killer in 1978. Is this caving to a modern day expectation? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I know though with Halloween 2018, they wanted to go back to more like the roots of the original film. So it's, it's crazy that he's going to be more brutal in this, but I'm looking forward to it. I think the kills that we had in the trailer, I mean, they were pretty awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. He's looking for revenge now. So this is more like revenge. He's going after them, really going after them in this movie. All right. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm a fan of the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. Halloween 2 is one of my favorites of the franchise. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Halloween Kills. Again, I don't mind the brutality of it. I just remember when 2018 was coming out that they wanted to go back to the more basic of the idea of the first movie. So we'll see what happens with Halloween Kills. But I love the Rob Zombie movies. I really enjoy the first one, love the second one. Let's see. Um see, Brian Goes Blue. Nope, no luck on the Turbo Man doll or Exorcist shirt. But we only went to one Walmart, so I'll have to keep our eyes peeled. Yes, let me know if you find one. I hope Coco can find that Exorcist T-shirt. I know I found it a month ago, but sometimes Walmarts will surprise you and they'll get more in stock. I know when the Halloween T-shirt came out, I missed it the first time, and then they put more in the store, and I was able to get one. So let me know if you guys find a Turbo Man doll and an Exorcist T-shirt. Art, did you see the new Funko for Danny and Binks from Hocus Pocus? I did see the Danny one. I think Binks is with her, like in the set. I could be wrong, but yes, I did see it, and I'm gonna pick that up. I'm a big Hocus Pocus fan. Cannot wait for part 2. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with that. Jill, do you like reality TV? Big Brother just started last night. So, confessions. Are you guys ready for confession time with Justin? Um, I'm gonna get some flack for this. I might. I don't know. Yes, I'm a big reality TV fan, Jill. I'm a Bravo fanatic though. I haven't watched much of it, but Below Deck, I love it. It's interesting. And yes, I am a Housewife fan, but you know what? Kyle Richards is on Beverly Hills, so you know Lindsay Wallace. Of course, I gotta watch it. But yes, I'm a Housewife fan. One week, I was home sick from school. I think I was definitely sick. I don't know what year it was, but I tuned in to Bravo all week because that was the only thing that was on. So now I'm hooked on Bravo stuff. But yes, I am a reality TV fan, Jill. I have not seen Big Brother though, so I will have to watch that. Let's see. All right, I will definitely check out your channel, Heroic Waffles. Thank you, and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Um, and I will check out your channel. I definitely will. After the video's over, I don't think you can put comments in the video below the video right now. But after this live chat is over, if you can put your name in the comments so I can go check out your channel. I greatly appreciate that because thank you for subscribing, and I would love to check out your channel. And thank you for stopping in, by the way. I appreciate it. Let's see. Pentagramma, do you remember the movie Pulse with Joseph Lawrence as a kid, 1988? I do remember that. I watched it once and I really enjoyed it. I think it has a Blu-ray. I'm sure it has a Blu-ray, but I think I had the DVD at one point. I don't know what happened to it, but I do remember that movie. I love 80s horror movies. I try to find if there's an 80s horror movie out there that I haven't seen, I have to go watch it. Let's see. You know, Ronan, I love Rob Zombie movies. But I can agree that his writing is not the best. He's great at directing. Writing, there are some movies where the writing's great, in my opinion, and then sometimes, Ronan, there's writing that could be worked on from another writer. So I'm hoping with the Monsters. I am excited for it. I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. I love the TV show. Let's just hope the Monsters is good. What's going on, Triple Feature? Thank you for stopping in, and I'm so happy you guys are here. This is awesome. You guys are the best. I love you guys. So thank you. What's going on, Sam? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Let's see. I'll bump your chat, Sam. Wow, Nick. That's is good. Is so good this season. Oh, it's Rudy, you're a fan. You're a fan. You're a fan. Yes. It is so good this season. So good. So good. So good. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay, so hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Oracle 684. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. If I did not pronounce it right, I am sorry. But your question, hey, Justin, I just heard about The Howling 4K coming out later this year. I may get it. I got the DVD. How about you? I might pick it up. I have the Scream Factory Blu-ray already, and I love that transfer. But if you just have the DVD, definitely get the 4K. Um, I don't know. I bet it'll look better than the Scream Factory Blu-ray, but that's what I'm thinking about. But if you just have the DVD, definitely go for that. Again, I'm thinking about getting that one. So thank you for your question. I love The Howling, one of my all-time favorites. Absolutely love it. I'm seeing some steamy conversations between Nick and Sam. Yes, these live chats are steamy. Thank you guys so much for joining my first live chat by myself. I'm having a lot of fun with these guys. All right. Yes. So art. Let's see. OMG! I just got to say that Real Housewives. LOL. I watch Beverly Hills for Kyle, but the NYC ladies are crazy fun sometimes for me, or crazy fun times for me. Yes, so Beverly Hills and New York, those are my favorites. I love both of them. Those ladies over at NYC are hilarious. I love them. Dorinda is my favorite. I hope she comes back next season. Oh, it's Rudy. For Exorcist 3, do you prefer the theatrical or director's cut? I picked up the Scream Factory Blu-ray and I've only seen the theatrical version. Um, I would say it's great. Yes, I love the theatrical version. I have not seen Legion yet, so I've not seen the director's cut. I know some of the differences, so I'm thinking next or this October, instead of watching the theatrical version, I will actually watch the director's cut. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. Looking forward to seeing the entire thing. I don't think Brad Dourif, I could be wrong, but I don't think he's in the director's version though. And Brad Dourif did such an amazing job in that. Let's see. Justin, is Lost one of your favorite TV shows ever? If not, are you willing to repent? I love Lost. So I remember when it came out, did not watch it right away, but I think some years later, I started watching it, and yes, I love it, and I've been meaning to revisit it, so I need to revisit this soon. I need to revisit Lost soon, so really loved it when I first saw it. Really loved it. All right, guys, keep asking some questions. Let's have fun. If you guys want to see some movies I recently picked up, I'm going to do an update, but I will show you guys some movies I picked up. So this is from overseas. They don't have a US release on 4K yet, but I picked up Basic Instinct on 4K. So yeah, Basic Instinct. Love that one. Absolutely love that movie, and that transfer was great, by the way. Great transfer. Justin, let's get a little deep here. Let's get deep. Do you want kids one day? Little Justin's running around. Yes. Yes. I would love to have kids. So we'll see what happens. But yes, I would love to have kids. Introduce them to horror movies and when they get to the right age. I don't know. But start off with like the Are You Afraid of the Darks, the Goosebumps. But yes, I would love to have kids. I would. I would. I like the deep question, Nick. I love the deep question. I would like to show somebody Halloween 1978 one day and be like, I love that movie. So I'm introducing the movie to you. So, Movie John, what's going on, buddy? Love the Witchboard poster, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, John. Yeah, I love it too. Signed by Kevin Tenney and the late Tawny Katane. Rest in peace. I love Tawny Katane. And yeah, that is a original video release poster. So when it was coming out in video stores. So, but yes, I love that. Again, rest in peace, Tawny Katane. Absolutely love her. Nick, I will. I will. That will happen. One of the first movies, be like, we're sitting down and we're watching Halloween 1978. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Triple feature. Question here. Who was your first movie crush? So I have the Blu-ray. I don't have it with me, but if you guys have ever seen Teen Witch, let's leave some comments down for Teen Witch. It was Brad in that movie. So Brad was my first crush. I love Brad. Teen Witch. Shout out to the actor. He's probably not going to watch this, but Brad, you were one of my first crushes in the movie. So great soundtrack. Brad was gorgeous. I love Robin Lively. So absolutely love her. But yeah, Teen Witch, Brad. Brad, darling, Brad. So love that. Let's see, I was hoping it would be the little brother. No, it was not the little brother, but he was good in it. He was good in that movie. He was in Near Dark as well. So, what's so funny? I'll tell you a story. So I have the Teen Witch Blu-ray, and the little brother in that got everybody together to do the bonus features. And so their commentary was hilarious because you had Robin Lively, you had the brother, you had her best friend, you had Brad, you had some other cast members in it, but Brad is so iconic for people. He's a good-looking guy, and they said, Brad, you're a gay icon. He's like, I'm a gay icon? They're like, you didn't know this? And he's like, no, this is the first time I heard about this. And I'm like, boy, people were crushing on you. Don't be lying. But Teen Witch, Brad was my crush. Do you collect horror movie soundtracks? Maybe John, I collect some of them. I have Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2 soundtrack, the 2018 one, and the Carpenter Halloween soundtrack. And two of my favorites, and unfortunately they're just burns, but Fright Night 1 and 2. I have those. And I think I have Trick or Treat 1986. Yes. Shout out to my buddy Resident Vania. I don't know if he's going to watch this, but he gave me that soundtrack, and that is one of my favorite soundtracks to listen to. I would love to get the Shocker soundtrack and Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and the Blob soundtrack. Got some great music in there. And Rocky 4. Oh, Rudy. Oh, it's Rudy. Top that. Top that. Iconic scene. I love that. Anyone here have love for Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3? Those are some of my favorite slasher movies, period. Pam Springsteen, iconic. She is iconic in those movies. I love the first movie, and I love the second one, and I really enjoyed the third one. Part two, one of my favorite underrated horror movie sequels, and part three was a fun one. It was fun. I think it would have been better if maybe they would have came out like 2 years apart instead of 1 year, because I really felt like part two was great and I loved it, and I thought the third one was pretty good, but I wish they would not have rushed it. I know they shot them back to back, but I do love those. So keep the questions coming, guys. I'm loving the chat. Thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll show off a couple other movies that I've picked up. Picked up a couple movies from the Criterion sale. I got Moonstruck, which I've never seen, which I will be watching soon. And then I picked up one of my favorite 80s movies, and that is Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So me and Garrett, Born to Be Rad, were talking about this, and he picked this one up. So this Criterion release. So I'm looking forward to rewatching Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Looking forward to it. Spicoli eating some pizza. So let's see. Trying to think of a question for you guys. Let's see. Trying to think of something. What are some releases? Any physical media coming out that you guys are looking forward to? I know those Halloween 4Ks are coming out. I'm really looking forward to Alone in the Dark. 1980s Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark. That's one of my favorites. So I'm looking forward to getting that on Blu-ray. It's really cool. Scream Factory's doing that. And I love that Drop Dead Fred is coming out from, I believe, Synapse? Not Synapse, Severin Films. Severin Films. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting that one. I love Drop Dead Fred. Movie John, who's the best Tommy Jarvis? You know, Corey Feldman, he's iconic in the first movie, but I'm going to say Tom Matthews all the way. My favorite Friday the 13th film is Jason Lives. I love Tom Matthews, one of my favorite crushes, and he was just really good as Tommy Jarvis. That is my favorite Tommy Jarvis. So love that portrayal of Tommy Jarvis. Let's see. No love for Tara Reid's Alone in the Dark. You know, I like it. Oh, it's Rudy. I do like that. I have a good time watching that one. Yes, awesome movie, John. You like Matthews too. Very cool. Very nice guy too. I met him at a horror movie convention, and I really I had a great time meeting him. He was a really nice guy. Loved him in, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I loved him in a Friday the 13th connection. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see. Brian Goes Blue. One Crazy Summer just got announced to get a Warner Archive, one of my most wanted Blu-rays from the 80s. From some 80s John Cusack. Yes, One Crazy Summer. That was one of those movies that I remember seeing quite a bit on what was it, HBO? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That's so awesome that they're releasing that. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead needs a Blu-ray release. That's a great one too. Really love that movie. Really love that. And then what's the other one? Can't Buy Me Love. Another one. Needs one. Oh, what is going on? Let's see. Pentagramma. I love Alone in the Dark with Donald Pleasance. Me too, Pentagramma. I'm looking forward to getting that one. Cannot wait to get that Blu-ray. What's going on, Jason Schneeberger? What's going on, my buddy? How you doing, Jason? I agree, Justin. Tom Matthews is great, and so is Part 6 in general. For me, it's the Friday the 13th film I have the most fun with. Me too. That is my go-to Friday the 13th film. I know it's probably not the most well made, the most well made Friday the 13th film, but for me, I love it. I think it's well made, but I know that um, it's not everybody's favorite, but I love that movie so much, and yeah, it's a fun one. Like just so much fun. You got a great soundtrack. You got CJ Graham as Jason Voorhees. So good in it. He plays a great Jason. Megan, I believe her name is Megan. She was a great final girl. And then Tom Matthews. Yeah, he was great in it. Absolutely loved him. Great job, and such a great way to bring Jason back. Zombie Jason. Zombie Jason's pretty awesome. I'm trying to think of some other movies that definitely need Blu-ray releases. The Stepford Wives, the original Stepford Wives. I would love for that to get a Blu-ray at some point. Ask some more questions, guys. Let's keep it rolling. I love your guys' questions. I love talking with you guys. So definitely keep asking questions. Another one I'll talk about, another thing that I just picked up recently on 4K, which I just watched the first one. It's a beautiful transfer, but that's Indiana Jones. Picked up the entire collection, and part one looked beautiful. Like I was so impressed with the 4K transfer of that. So I'm looking forward to checking out the other ones on 4K. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Part two is my favorite. Movie John, I saw Friday 13th Part 6 in theaters when I was a kid. That is awesome. I'm trying to. When was the first time I saw that one? I have to say it was when I got the Camp Crystal Lake to Jason Takes Manhattan box set and loved it right away. Absolutely. Absolutely loved it. Ronan, okay. Down to the nitty gritty. Would you rather fight Chucky by yourself or Leatherface and his family, but you have three friends with you? Well, um, because I love my friends. I love my friends. And if we can fight off Leatherface and his family, yes, awesome. I'm gonna say, I might be able to fight off Chucky. I might be able to do it. That might happen. So that might happen. I mean, it could happen, but Chucky's pretty good. Chucky gets away with a lot of stuff. So, but I'm gonna say Chucky. I'm gonna save my friends because if Leatherface and his family got one of my friends, I would be devastated. Um, so I'm gonna go with fighting off Chucky by myself. Justin, if Sartain didn't orchestrate Michael's escape, would you have ever left the sanitarium on it? Would he have ever left the sanitarium on his own? He was there for 40 years and seemed content. Um, if he wasn't part of, getting Michael Myers to escape, I think he would have stayed. I do. Now that you see the movie and you're like, okay, that's the reason why, I think he would have stayed. So I think so. Let's see. Yeah. Uh, Movie John, awesome movie John. First one I saw in theaters was Part 7, Beyond the Realms. Part 7, drawing a blank. What is the name of it? Part 7. I can't believe I'm Jason the New Blood. Part 7. What about you, Apollo? Do you think he would have stayed? Do you think he would have stayed in the sanitarium if he had not orchestrated Michael's escape? Let's keep these questions going, guys. I'm gonna stay on one a little longer for you guys and ask some questions. I'm trying to think of some other questions for you guys. So Let's see. Apollo. Let's see. Apollo. Does it bother you that Pamela Voorhees' rampage was all for nothing, being that Jason apparently survived the drowning? Um, I don't think it bothered. Well, she was grieving, and um, she just Jason was in her head, so um, you never want somebody to die, you know. But it's a slasher movie. She was grieving. She was just grieving. So, and let's see, that just apparently survived the drowning. She probably thought he was dead though. So I think she thought he was dead, and then Jason saw his mother decapitated. So she was probably going for revenge because she thought her son was dead. Yeah, I think so too, Apollo. I think Dr. Sartain would have stayed. Oh, it's Rudy. Can't wait for the new Candyman. Yes, I'm looking forward to that one. Talk about my most anticipated horror movie of the year is Candyman. I am looking forward to it. I loved the announcement when they first announced it. Like with Halloween Kills and so many movies, I was bummed that we did not get it last year. Obviously, theaters were closed, or for most part, majority of the time, yeah, theaters were closed, so movies were being pushed back, and so yeah, I was bummed that Candyman got pushed back, like with many others. But yes, I am looking forward to it. I will be seeing that one in theaters. Rudy, cannot wait. And I love the new trailer. Thought the new trailer was great. I like that they changed up the Candyman backstory. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. It looks really good. I can't forgive her for killing off the bacon, though. I know, Ronan. I know. I am a Kevin Bacon fanatic. I loved him in that movie. Those short shorts that he was wearing. I am for the bacon, the Kevin Bacon. Hollow. The worst thing about Halloween 2018 is that Laurie's obsessed with the thought that Michael waited for her. That's not true. She wasn't even on his radar. He doesn't care about her. I think she just was grieving a lot. Um, but yeah, I don't think he even thought about her um, until he saw her, and then he went after her. But no, she went through a lot on Halloween 1978. So there was that fear, that anxiety, that he was still around. Um, so what's your guys' favorite? Let me think of a question. What's your favorite slasher movie besides Halloween, besides Friday the 13th, all the main ones? What's your favorite slasher movie? I would say I'm a big Prom Night 1980s fan. I love Prom Night. So, what is your favorite slasher movie outside of the main franchises? Let me know, guys. Let's see. Um, I would say about a decade, maybe a little sooner, but maybe a decade, maybe a decade. That would probably be right. So I'm kind of curious how all this is going to end with Halloween ends, though. I would not mind, and I've said this before, I would not mind if, um, somehow within another universe they brought Jamie back. So that would be cool. That would be cool. I mean, erase that she died in Curse of Michael Myers and bring back Jamie somehow. Daniel Harris. Apollo, you love Black Christmas 1974? Yes, one of my all-time favorites. All-time favorites. I love that. That is top 10 favorite horror movies or top 15 for sure. I love it. Beyond the Realms. I love this one too, buddy. The Burning. Jason. I love that one. Again, all-time favorite. All-time favorite. I need to watch that still this summer, so I don't think I've watched it yet, so I need to watch it. Ronin. Scream is definitely my favorite slasher movie of all time, but if we won't count that, I'd say My Bloody Valentine. Yes, so I love Scream too. I love Scream, but My Bloody Valentine, yeah, I love it. Great Canadian slasher movie. I love the small town feel. It seems like your everyday type of characters, everyday type of people in a town, friendships built, relationships built, everybody knows each other. So I love My Bloody Valentine. I know it's not, Valentine's Day or anything like that, but I've been wanting to rewatch that one. Yes, Prom Night. Another fan. Prom Night. Everything is all right. Oh, it's Prom Night. I know, Apollo. I can't get the dance song out of my head. Dance song out of my head. I have that soundtrack. That's another one movie, John. I have the Prom Night soundtrack. And I'm not gonna lie, every once in a while, from time to time, I might dance to it. Reenact the prom night scene when she's dancing. Apollo, let's see. Let's see. Let me go back to this. Fight Club, I triple feature. I've only seen it once, so I need to go back and rewatch it, but I remember really enjoying it. Let's see. Apollo. Who thinks any of the big three of Scream will die in part five? I think one person's going to die. I don't know who it is. I know we've talked about it recently. I think it's going to be Gail. I don't want her to die. I don't want any of them to die, but I think it's going to be her. I think she's going to be the one. Oh, it's Rudy. Just Before Dawn. Yes, great movie. I love that. Love that movie. Another great summer slasher movie, and just a great slasher movie in general. The unrated cut of My Bloody Valentine from Scream Factory is just money. Yes, it is. It is. It is. And I love that Blu-ray. That is a great Blu-ray. That's one of my favorite Scream Factory Blu-rays I own. They did such a great job with that one. So I love My Bloody Valentine. Apollo, I hope Stu isn't discovered to be alive. Then again, leaked footage shows his house in the background. Yes, so I know that Kevin Williamson, Apollo, um, I know that Kevin Williamson, Nev Campbell, and Courtney Cox all took a picture in front of the house. So I'm curious where that's going to go. We'll see what happens. They've been really secretive with good old Scream. So they haven't really gave too much away. I kind of like that though. So um, yeah, kind of like that they haven't gave too much away with it. Apollo Pieces is a good flick. Yes, it is. Very good flick. Very good flick. Let's see. Do you think Sydney will be hunted by another family? I don't know. I do not know. Again, I like the fact that this movie is definitely more like not I mean, we're talking about it, but they haven't gave too much away. So I love that about Scream. And hopefully with the trailer they don't give too much away. Okay, let's see. Who's that hot guy talking? Man crush for sure. Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you, Brian. It's your best friend. What's up, Brian? I love you, buddy. You're my bud. That is my dude. Let's see. Rona and Cherry Falls is also a great slasher movie. I know you love that one too, Justin. I love Cherry Falls. Yes, I remember that one came out on USA, and I remember watching it the night that it came out. So that was like that's gonna be 21 years old come October, which is scary to think that because I remember when that premiered. I love that movie though. Love it, love it, love it. Love Cherry Falls. And it has like such a great I know it's Cherry Falls, so it's a fall atmosphere, but I love the fall atmosphere of that movie. So but yeah, USA Memories. Remember when they used to play like scary movies? They don't really do that anymore. But I remember when that premiered. Oh, it's Rudy. Oh, it's Rudy is a fan of Cherry Falls too. Yes, I love Cherry Falls. I'm glad Scream Factory released that one. Rest in peace, Brittany Murphy. I loved her. I love you too, Brian. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you to everybody. I really appreciate it. So this is so much fun, guys. You guys are the best. Justin, have you ever seen I Saw the Devil? Unbelievable. I have not seen that one. I want to though. I just haven't seen it. So I need to go watch that one. I hear it's a great one. I hear it's a great one. A great one. Not great one, a great one. Favorite vampire movie, Lost Boys or Fright Night? I love Lost Boys. Cry Little Sister, I still believe. But I'm gonna go Fright Night all the way. That is in my top three favorite horror movies of all time. Blair Witch Project, Fright Night, and John Carpenter's Halloween, 1978. I love Fright Night. I love them both, but Fright Night was the one. Again, I said in the beginning of this, like I did not watch it when I did not rent it because the cover art freaked me out as a kid. But um, I love it now. It scared me as a kid when I finally saw it as a kid, but now over the years, I love that movie so much. So I love Fright Night. Got great characters. Lost Boys has great characters too, but Fright Night has great characters, great soundtrack. Love Tom Holland's writing and directing. Chris Sarandon, love him. The Amy vampire scene is creepy. It still freaks me out today. I love it. I did not. Did you pre-order the Halloween 4Ks? I did not yet. I will be, but I have not yet, Brian. Fright Night is one of my favorite soundtracks. Come to Me is such a great tune. It is. That is one of my favorite songs. I like the version the the remake of that song in Fright Night Part 2. So two great versions of that song. See, my parents live 30 minutes from Santa Cruz, so anytime I went there, I always thought of Lost Boys. Great soundtrack. Awesome. I love that movie too, and another great soundtrack. So I've always loved the opening of it, where you get the Warner Brothers logo pops up, and you start hearing "Cry Little Sister." It's good. I love that. That needs a 4K. I would totally buy that one and Fright Night on 4K. Ronan, my brother's watching. My brother is watching with me right now. Brother's watching with me right now. He says his favorite slasher is TMC from 2003. I definitely love that one too. Top 10 film for me. I love and tell your brother thank you for watching. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I didn't like it as much when I first saw it, and it was just because I saw it right after I saw the original. And now the original for me is in definitely like top for me, top favorite films, top favorite horror movies. So I didn't like the remake as much the first time I saw it after watching the original, but now I love that one. It's a toss up between Hills Have Eyes, the remake, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake, as my favorite remake. Have you seen the You're So Cool Brewster documentary? Yes, I own it. I love it. I've seen it a few times right now. Absolutely love that. I love horror movie documentaries. That's another topic of a video I might make is favorite horror movie documentaries because there's some great ones out there. I think we need an updated Halloween documentary. I would love that. Going to Pieces, great slasher movie documentary. But I love You're So Cool. You're So Cool, Brewster. Now I love falling asleep occasionally. Yes, that is victory art. That is victory, buddy. Mm-hmm. You know, the Halloween movies as a kid, I remember watching Halloween 1 and 2. First time I watched them, and 97, I think. And I was fascinated with them. Halloween was the horror movie and the movie that made me fall in love with movies. But they scared me when I first saw them. Halloween 2, you know, the original is the classic, but Halloween 2 is still a pretty creepy, eerie movie. Let's see. Apollo. I've always wanted a prequel about how Jerry and Regina became vampires. That would have been really neat. I think Jerry is a great vampire in a movie. I also think Regina is. I love Fright Night Part 2. I love that one. Hopefully one day, maybe one day, we will get a Blu-ray of it. Heather and I watched it tonight, Lost Boys for Life. Yes. I need to watch that. That is a great summer movie to watch, so I need to watch that one. Cry, little sister. Got a terrible voice, but I love that. The comic book store, met the owner who was in the film. I got to know the vampires. That is awesome, Apollo. You got to do a Lost Boys tour in 2019. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love that. I would love to visit more sets of movies. Lost Boys is one of them. Jeffrey Lee, what's going on, buddy? I love you, dude. I love you, buddy. Um, my favorite remakes are Sorority Row and Black Christmas, the 2006 movie. I think it's the 2006 movie. I'm pretty sure it's the 2006 movie. I know it is. I know it is. But Sorority Row, yes, underrated remake. I love that. That's a great one. And Black Christmas 2006 is another underrated remake. Two of my favorites. Another soundtrack I own is the Sorority Row soundtrack. Love those remakes, buddy. Love them. And Jeffrey, I love you, buddy. Let's see. Brian, let's see. Going through these. Let's see. I love this guy. Also he has a great beard. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. I love you too. And you have an iconic beard as well. Iconic. Your beard is iconic, dude. Karaoke Justin. Yes. Every once in a while, you guys will hear me sing. I might not have the greatest voice, but if I get a tune in my head or you guys pop up with a song, I might sing it. Not sure yet, but it might happen. Get a good song on and I will sing to it. I will dance to it. You know, I love dancing, even though I'm not the greatest dancer. I do love dancing. Jill, thank you so much. Yes, I will be doing more of these live chats. I love talking with you guys, and this is so much fun. So, Jill, I love you. Thank you for stopping in. You are amazing. It's always great hearing from you. Sending much love to you all. Jill asks, what's your next video you have coming out? I think I'm going to either do a movie update, which I haven't done one in a while. I got some movies to show off and talk about, or another horror movie boutique episode, which I've been loving doing those, going back and looking at looking at a lot of movies that came out from different companies. So either an update or another horror movie boutique episode. So I'll probably have one up either tomorrow or this weekend for sure. Let's see. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, bud? Thanks for stopping in. Art, have you been to any studio tours in LA? I have not. I've been to Universal Studio Hollywood Universal. So, you know, my favorite thing to do there, guys, I love Universal Studios when I go to California, and I love going on the back lots, going on those tours. That's always fun for me. I absolutely love going on those tours, and you know, you get to see so many great things. It's always fun for me. Ryan says favorite remakes: The Blob 1988 and The Crazies. Yes, love both of them. Both underrated, especially The Crazies. That is a great one. But yes, The Blob, love it. Brave New Love, the end of that movie, the song at the end of The Blob, Brave New Love, another one I can sing. Brave New Love, which again, I don't have the greatest voice, but the greatest voice when it comes to singing. But I love both those. Apollo, will Lori die at the end of Halloween Ends? I have my opinions on this. If she dies, I hope Michael dies with her. I don't want her to just die. If Michael survives somehow at the end of that movie and she dies, I will not be happy. Either they both die or she doesn't die. I love you too, Jeffrey. You're awesome. Let's see. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I love horror movies. I love horror movies. I'm a big horror movie fan. Always have been, always will. Always will. I love them. Let's see. Oh, Spider-Man art. Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Man does. There we go. There we go. There's my Spider-Man song for you. Psycho 2 was the first slasher movie I saw as a kid. Actually preferred over the original. Awesome. I prefer the original, but I love Psycho 2. Love Psycho 2. Underrated, kind of underrated. Not a lot of people talk about that series and talk about really, they don't really talk about any of the movies too much except for the first movie, and that's about it. You're gonna give me a record deal, Art? Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll become a singer. Maybe I will. Ronan, favorite slasher setting, summer camp or school campus? Ooh. I'm going to say, well, this is tough because, oh, there's so many great ones. I'm going to say summer camp. I'm going to do two of them for you. So summer camp, and there's a lot of great ones. Don't get me wrong. I love a lot of them, but I've always loved the summer camp setting in Friday the 13th Part 2. I've always loved that. School campus. That's a tough one. I would say prom night, but because I rewatched it the other night, I really love the campus in Urban Legend. I think it's a great campus. I just like the setting of it. So great question, by the way. Great question. Rudy, let's see. I kind of want to follow up to your next. That was a great film. It was a great movie. I love Your Next. I saw it, I saw it 3 times the same weekend that it came out. I love that. Love Your Next. And yes, I would love a follow-up to that. That deserves a follow-up. How about The Stuff? No one remade that yet. I like The Stuff. I do like The Stuff. That is a fun one. Brian says Slaughter High. That is a great setting. And that is a great movie. I love that movie. That is a great movie there. Great movie. Let's see. Apollo. Justin, for an act to be considered evil, knowledge, intent. Let's see. Justin, for an act to be considered evil, knowledge and intent. Most part of the equation. Michael may not know his acts are wrong. Is he truly evil then? I'm gonna say he's evil. So that's me. I'm gonna say he's evil. I'm gonna say he's evil. Yeah. I'm gonna say he's evil because you think about it. I always see. I always think when you get the moment in John Carpenter's Halloween where Laurie, Linda, and Annie are walking home from school and they see Michael in the car and Annie says speed kills. And he just stops the car. I always think that is the moment where he said, "I'm going to go after all 3 of you guys tonight. You guys are my target." So, yes, I think he's evil. I definitely think he's evil. Yeah, I definitely think he's evil. Because yeah, like I said, I think that moment in the movie where Annie and Linda and Laurie are going home from school and he sees them and the whole speed kills thing happens. I think he targeted them after that. Like he knew who he was going to go after. He was following Laurie, but he went after all 3 of them now after that moment. It's almost kind of like when the teacher says fate in the movie, that whole speech about fate. When Annie said speed kills and he stopped and they looked at him in the car, they just saw the car stop. That was the moment where Michael said, "I'm going to go after all 3 of you guys." So yes, I think he's evil. Apollo, American Werewolf in London, or The Howling? I am going to say American Werewolf in London, but The Howling is a close second. Very much a close second. Love them both, though. 2 great werewolf movies. I don't know. That's interesting. That is interesting. I don't know why he took it. I don't know. It's an iconic scene though. So yeah, I don't know. That's good though. That's a good comment. I always wondered why Michael took Judith's tombstone and used Annie to pose in front of it. Maybe to mess with Laurie a little bit. You never know. Jill, what is your favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? Are you looking forward to the new one? So my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is the original. Um, I absolutely love that, but I love the remake. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. That's I for me. I think that's a pretty underrated one. I love. I even love Texas Chainsaw 3D. I know that one gets a lot of hate, but I have a lot of fun with that. And Part Two, absolutely love them. Um, but yeah, my favorite is uh, the original. And then, yes, I am looking forward to the new one. I hope it's good. So I know there were some test screenings and they didn't go well. So um, let's just hope it's good. And I'm going to go in open minded. I'm excited to see it. I kind of like the idea of having an older Sally come back. So, but yes, are you looking forward to it, Jill? Let me know. And what's your favorite one? Let me know what your favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is. What is all your guys' favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty interesting if they did that. I remember that scene. That's a good idea, Paulo. Oh, some love for TMC 3D. Ronan, yes, TMC 3D is so fun and gory. Too much hate for that one. I agree. I love it. I That was two times I saw that in theaters, and I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm glad you love. I'm glad you're a fan of that one too. And I think the and I met him. And I can't remember his name, but I think the stuntman or actor who played Leatherface in that movie was great. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that is where they're going with the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and I'm for that. If it's good, it's good. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Yes, Art. I'm a big Eric fan. I love the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Love it. That one gets better with each watch. Like again, I wasn't the biggest fan when I first saw it when it first came out, but I love it now. Yes, Brian. Part three is super underrated. No one really talks about that one too much. If we talk Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we're either talking the best ones and we're talking about the worst ones. But no one really talks about part three. I love it. The teaser trailer for that movie was great. I love the teaser trailer. Yeah, the teaser trailer for that movie was great when you have the chainsaw uh, flying out of the lake, and then you have Leatherface there, and you don't see his face at first, but then you see it at the end. I love the teaser trailer. The one thing I really remember about that movie, but I do love that. Paula, will we ever see the original ending of Kills? Will we ever see the original ending of Halloween Kills? Was there a original ending of Halloween Kills? Because I didn't. I think they did. They do reshoots for Halloween Kills. Let me know. I don't know if they did reshoots. Do you mean Halloween 2018 or Halloween Kills? Because I would definitely love to see. Um, okay, Halloween 2018. You mean Halloween 2018? I would love to see the ending of it, the original ending. I think that would be really cool because I think that ending um, had either both of them die or one of them die. I think both of them died, or I don't think Lori died. I think Michael died. Ronin. My favorite TMC movie is the remake, and my second favorite would be The Beginning. I know blasphemy, but I don't have the original in the number one or two spot. Hey, dude, Ronan, you're totally fine. I am a fan of both of those. I love the remake and I love the beginning. I absolutely love the beginning. I would say the beginning is slightly better than the remake. I love that one so much. But no, it's not blasphemy, dude, because my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. So let's see. Jill, The Exorcist, Jaws, or The Shining? Hmm. I love all three of those, but if I had to pick one, hmm, I'm gonna go with Jaws. I'm gonna say Jaws right now, but I love all of them. Jaws is a great one. I just rewatched that one, and yeah, Jaws is one of the best. So, but I love all of them. I think I'm gonna go with Jaws though. What about you? Which one would you pick of the three? Let me know, Jill. I know you just watched Jaws recently, so yeah, I love it. Love all three of them, but I love Jaws. Art, the night I saw the remakes for Monster of Eyes, couldn't fall asleep unless the TV was on. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Um, When a Stranger Calls is a great remake. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I think that's a great one. And Hills of Eyes, that is a great one and super intense. Super intense. I think the When a Stranger Calls remake is this might be blasphemy. I think it's better than the original. I love the original, but I love the fact that that remake the whole time it took place in the house. So I love it. Hey, Apollo, Colonel Cochrane is pretty evil. Pretty evil, let me tell you. He's creepy. Like he is just creepy in that movie. Creepy in it. Yes, Brian. Either your what is towards me picking Jaws over those three, or Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I don't know which one, but that's a tough one though. Jaws, The Exorcist, and The Shining. But I'm gonna say Jaws right now. It could change. It could change. I'm gonna say right now I prefer killer shark movies, but there are some good killer croc and alligator movies out there. Crawl, if you have not yet seen it, definitely watch Crawl. That is a great one. Let's see. I'll go back to this question, this comment, just a moment, Apollo. But Brian Goes Blue. Do you like Don't Go in the Woods Alone? I do. I love it. Um, yeah, I love that movie. Yeah, I know it's super cheesy and so bad it's good, but I do love it. It's got a special place in my heart. I love that movie. It's a lot of fun. That's a great one. Underrated one. What do you think of it, Brian? Brian and Coco, do you guys like that one? Let me know. Yeah, I just want um Poltergeist on 4K. That's honestly that's one of my favorite movies, and again with The Exorcist and The Lost Boys, Poltergeist is another one that needs a 4K release. Jill, if you could have any meal and conversation with any horror celeb, who would it be? Oh, let's see. Trying to let me think of this. Let me think. Who would I? Uh, so there's. Let's see. That's a good question. I would love to have a conversation with Robert Englund. There we go. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, Robert Englund. I'm gonna go with Robert Englund. I think that would be a great conversation, a great meal. I'm gonna go with Robert Englund on that one. Love Robert Englund. He's on Cameo, and his cameos are pretty cool. I was watching some of them last night, and he seems like a really nice guy. I have not met him, so I've met Jamie Lee Curtis. I've met John Carpenter. I had a great experience with both of them. I've yet to meet Robert Englund, so if I could have a meal and a conversation with him, that would be awesome. What about you? Let's see. Art, what do you think about movies that have what do you think about movies that have the ending cut out for television? Um, let's see. What do you think about movies that have the ending cut out for television? If it works, that's fine. My thing is it's like going back to like Halloween 2, the TV version, the original Halloween 2. Um, some of the dialogue that they replaced some of the language with was so funny. I mean, you got some great added scenes in it, but there's some funny dialogue that they replaced. Let's see. Brian, I Brian, I love The Exorcist. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying Jaws right now. Just Jaws right now. Let's see. Brian goes blue. I like Don't Go in the Woods Alone, but Coco hasn't seen it yet. Going to watch it together tonight. Awesome. That is so awesome. So yes, I'm a fan of Don't Go in the Woods. So Coco, I hope you enjoy it. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. So definitely reach out to me when you guys watch it. I want to know Coco's thoughts on that. You're in for a treat. It is super fun. It is a fun slasher movie. I love in the woods slasher films. Those are my favorites. Hope to get to trivia night. Had fun. Good night, Rudy. Thank you for coming in, Rudy. I really appreciate it. Much love to you. Thank you so much for coming in. You guys are the best. Let's see. Kenny, let's see. Did you know that there's evidence that the Earth is flat? Yes, there is evidence. There evidence? Yes, there is evidence. Good question there. Good question. Apollo, yes, I would like actually a sequel to Behind the Mask. That would be neat. I'm surprised they never got that going. I mean, that has like a cult following to it. People love that. Brian, don't let your heart be broken. I love Jaws and The Exorcist. I love them both. I love you, brother. Let's see. Jill, if you could make a sequel to any horror movie that currently does not have one, which one would you choose? Ooh. Let's see. Gotta think of some. I would say I would go with My Bloody Valentine, the original. That's what I'm just thinking of right now. And the reason why I say that is, you know, I was hearing rumors of a sequel that was going to happen, that was going to take place like 40 or 41 years later after the events of the first movie. So I would love to see maybe like, those characters in the first movie now grown up, they have their kids. So I would love to see kind of what has happened with those characters and what's happened with that town um, in My Bloody Valentine. What about you? What do you think needs a sequel to a movie that hasn't had a sequel yet? I would love to know. Let's see. Ronan, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Besides Rob Zombie's Halloween, because you talked about it before, can you think of any other horror film where director's cut is actually worse than the theatrical version? Um, I'll have to think about that a little longer, but I don't think so. The only director's cut that I don't really like is the Rob Zombie's first Halloween. I actually prefer the theatrical cuts to both Rob Zombie's films. I can watch the Halloween 2 director's cut and overall I really enjoy that, but it's Rob Zombie's first director's cut. I'm not a big fan of that one too much. The escape scene, everything else is fine. But no, I can't think of any other director's cuts out there that I think are worse than the theatrical versions. Let's see. Art. In the alternate ending of H2, when Lori cries and says, "We made it," that's me at the end of the stressful year. Yeah, that's me. That is me too. That's me, Art. That is me. Thank you, Brian. I love you too. I'm having so much fun with you guys. You guys are amazing. Apollo, let's see. Apollo, which horror movie do you own the most copies of? I think the original Friday 13th for me. I'm going Halloween, buddy. I am going Halloween. I have so many copies of Halloween. So many of them. Forever in my heart, it will be Halloween. I have a lot of copies of Halloween. Jill, do your friends and family love horror movies too? Love horror too? I have a lot of friends that do. And my mom's a big fan of horror movies. She was the one that introduced me to Halloween. We have that similar love for that movie. That bond is there between me and my mom. But yes, my friends are big horror movie fans. Um, Met a lot of amazing friends. And yeah, have a lot of amazing friends. But yes, we're all big horror movie fans. Let's see. I would Art. I would make Barge People too. I have not seen the Barge, so I have not seen the first one, Barge People. But there we go. I mean, Barge People too. I got to see the first one. Maybe if you make the second one, I will see the first one. Maybe that will happen. I'll see the first one I'll see the first one anyway. You should come to Canada one day and we can kick it, Justin, and watch Halloween and have pizza. Yes, Jill, I would love to. I would love to do that. Pizza, Halloween, and the awesome Jill. I would love that. I would totally love that. Let's see. All right, guys. I'm going to bed. I'm going to head out for dinner. Thanks for an awesome live chat, Justin. Thank you, Ronan. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to end this in about, I would say about 12 minutes. You guys are seriously the best. So if you guys have any more questions, let me know. Let me know if you guys ask me questions, whatever you love, whatever you'd like to ask, let me know or ask away. There we go. Sometimes I can't talk, but you guys are amazing. So any other questions, any other comments, just keep them going. I'll be on here for another 12 minutes, guys. Have a good night, Ronan. Brian, I am buying those 4Ks. I cannot wait. I'm going to slowly buy them, though. Slowly buy them. Let's see. Paulo, Justin, if Michael never had a sister, would he eventually have killed his neighbors, and his parents and neighbors? I think so. I mean, Halloween 2018. Halloween 2018. Yeah, he killed some random people. So I think he would have. I think he might. I think he might have. I mean, Dr. Loomis did call him pure evil. I think he called him pure evil in Halloween. I think it was pure evil. Pure evil. Candy corn pizza art. That doesn't sound too bad. Too bad. I don't know if I would eat it, but it sounds awesome. Maybe. Maybe. And what's my favorite topping on a pizza? Art, I would say I love I like a good sausage pizza. I like pepperoni. I like a good supreme pizza. Give me some supreme pizza. I love it. Apollo, thoughts on Blood Diner? Blood Diner's fun. I haven't seen it in a long time. Gotta watch it. Yes, Nick, I am still on here. I'm on here for another 10 minutes. I'm having a blast. It's been so much fun. Again, guys, my buddy Nick, if you guys have not subscribed to his channel yet, definitely do so. I love Nick. He's my buddy. Subscribe to his channel. Awesome guy, awesome friend, and I'm looking forward to talking 2000s horror movies on Sunday with you guys, with Nick and with you guys. It's going to be so much fun. Art, I love a good meat pizza. All meat lovers pizza. Apollo, let's see. What question? Let's see. Which horror movie has the creepiest soundtrack? Poltergeist still freaks me out. I'm gonna go with Poltergeist is a good one. I'm gonna go with Amityville and The Exorcist. I think those are great soundtracks. Great soundtracks, but the Amityville opening song in the original movie is creepy with the kids singing. Oh, creepy, creepy. Poltergeist, that has a great soundtrack. Great soundtrack. Justin, you married me, but I would before I buy them. Oh, you're gonna own them. I know you are. You're gonna own them in your collection. You're gonna have Halloween 2 at least in your collection, bud. You got to have Halloween 2 at least in your collection. Favorite horror movie poster. I could go with the original Carpenter one, but I'm gonna go with Fright Night, 1985. I love that poster. I have it hanging up on this side. You can't see it, but it's there. Let's see. And I'm not gonna get, I'm not being cheesy when I say this, but I did get to marry Brian and Heather. I love you guys so much, and that was probably the best experience was marrying you guys. So much love, much love. So guys, I got let's see, about 8 more minutes. If you guys have any other questions, comments, keep them going, guys. I can't believe it's almost been 2 hours. I have had so much fun with you guys. So we're gonna do this again. We are going to. Are you a Rocky fan? If so, favorite film of the franchise? I am a Rocky fan. Rocky 4. Rocky 4. No Easy Way Out. One of my favorite songs. So I'm going Rocky 4 with that one. What about you? What's yours, Apollo? Let me know. Are you listening to music? I'm not. I just have these headphones on. They make me look cool. They make me look cool. Humongous. Matt. What's going on, Matt? I have seen it and I like it. I do like it. I do like it. I do like that one. Part 5, Brian. Rocky 5. That's your favorite one? Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn. Let's see. Let's find the videos. It's the original. Yes, Jill. That is my favorite TMC is the original. And you'd pick The Shining. That's a great one. I say I love The Shining, The Exorcist, and Jaws. Let's see. Yes, going to Rocky versus Drago director's cut. Yes, Apollo. Yes, that is a good one right there. Yes, I would. I am excited to see that. I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to that director's cut. So I wonder when that's coming out. Oh, it's coming out in November. Okay, there we go. I read the rest of the comment. But yes, coming out in November. Eric, I remember you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being, a supporter. I really appreciate it, dude. Yes, I remember you, bud. And yeah, I liked Halloween 2018. I actually really liked it. Other than film, what's your next great love? Um, I do love writing. I haven't written anything in a long time, but I do love writing. And I love working out. I'm a big fan of working out. I might not be the most built guy, but I do love working out. And it's relaxing for me, and if I'm ever having a down day or any type of stress, working out helps me. Helps me out. Brian, I don't think I've ever seen a Lethal Weapon movie. No, I've seen 4. I've seen bits and pieces of them, but I haven't seen them before. That is a confession right there. I have not seen those. Let's see. Um, I'm sorry about that, Eric. Yeah, my mom's a big horror movie fan. So I get my love for scary movies because of my mom. So I love that. Same here with writing, working out, not so much, but I need to get back into shape. Um, Art, it I tell you, with working out, you just got to get back, you just got to get into a routine, because it took me a while to get back into a routine. But I love it. But yeah, writing, absolutely love writing. I remember you, Matt. Thank you for your support. I am now 32, gonna be 33 in October 7th. Been around a long time. So thank you for your support. I remember you, buddy. Have you ever made your own horror movie? Would you consider it? So I made 2 horror movies in high school. I don't have them anymore, but they were like these small little slasher films. But I do write a lot of horror movies. I do write a lot of horror movie screenplays. I haven't wrote too many in a long time, but I do write some. Here is Dead Pit. What's going on, guys? What is going on? I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Been watching your stuff for a long time. Love you guys. Keep up the great work. I am so happy you guys are back. So happy. You guys are killing it over there. Keep doing what you're doing. Love your guys' stuff. Justin, I don't have a YouTube channel, but if you ever need a guest to discuss horror or Rocky, I'd be happy to join you. Thank you. And yes, I would love to have you're welcome, Dead Pit. I love you guys. But yeah, I would love to have some guests on. So I've had 2 already. Reach out to me on my Instagram. We can talk some horror movies. We can talk some Rocky. I'll leave my Instagram down in the description, but it's Rhyme_1988. And maybe we could talk some of those movies. I would love to. Maybe we'll talk the Rocky series too. I love the Rocky series. All right, guys, I'm going to be ending this. I'm going to give it an extra 5 minutes, but I'm going to be ending this soon. This has been so much fun, guys. I've had a blast, and I love doing these live chats. Once again, I thank Nick a lot for really getting me more involved with live chats, and doing our live chat on Mondays. Again, Haddonfield High alumni, and then we do those live commentaries. I've done live chats before, and they've been so much fun. With Garrett from Born to Be Rad, Nathan Jones. I did a film journey with him, which was so much fun. So, doing more of these live chats has been so much fun, guys, and I love doing them and love doing them on my channel as well. There's a really, oh, this is, let's see. What you gonna do after this, Art? I might watch a movie. We'll figure out what I'm gonna watch. We'll figure out what I'm gonna watch. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much, Brian and Coco. You guys are amazing. Again, I love your guys' channel. Keep up with what you guys do. You guys are fantastic. So I look forward to your guys' new videos. But have a good night, guys. And let's see. Go through these some. So Dead Pit. Big box set going to be announced sometime tomorrow. I'm thinking, like everybody else, Elm Street. So that would be cool. So cool. I think it's Elm Street. I think it's Elm Street. Matt, I love Pizzow's live streams. Another awesome guy. Yeah, I love these live streams. They're so much fun. Dead Pit, you guys do awesome live streams. Nick does awesome live streams. Garrett does. I just love live streams in general. They're so much fun, especially when you get to talk with people and interact. So it's awesome. Let's see. Yes, Jill. I got to meet John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I hope you get to meet them one day. I love meeting them. But yeah, Robert Englund, man in my dreams too. I would love to have dinner and have a conversation with him. If I met Jamie Lee Curtis, I would either cry or have a panic attack. She's amazing. She is amazing. And yeah, I was, when I met her, I'm like, oh my gosh, Jamie Lee Curtis is right in front of me. And she was super nice. I had a great time. Great time. Great time meeting her. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this up in a couple minutes. Any other comments real quick? Definitely leave them in the comments. Ask me some questions. Guys, I've had so much fun being a part of, well, I will say this. I love this community. And it's amazing. So I love this community so much. I've built a lot of friendships. I love you guys. I loved this live chat. Definitely awesome. And I'm definitely going to do more and more live chats coming up. And I will have some more guests on as well. But I'll be doing some more personal ones like this too, guys. I'll keep talking with you guys. I'll keep doing stuff like this because I have a lot of fun. But again, this community is amazing. So much love to you all. You guys are amazing. Always be who you are because you guys rock. And I thank you guys for joining. So much love to you all. Let's see. Have a good night, Dead Pit. Much love, Brian. That beard's epic. That beard, Brian's beard is pretty epic, I have to say, though. I don't want him to shave that. That beard is pretty epic. Matt, first of all, Matt, I agree. Horror movie fans are the best people ever. I've met a lot of people in my life who are horror movie fans. I've met a lot of you guys through YouTube, though. So it's amazing. Yay, daily live chats and 24-hour live chats. I don't know if I could do 24-hour live chats, but I love these live chats. So I'm definitely planning on doing some more soon. Look out for more to come next week, guys. I'm going to plan some really cool stuff for you. Maybe I'll come up with some really cool topics, and I'm going to try to get some more guests on. So it's going to be great. It is going to be great. So, but anyway, guys, Apollo, yes, look me up on Instagram. Take care, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. So again, much love to you all. Always stay positive and always be yourself. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. Have a good night.